Happy Friday, everybody. It's Chamber Check-in Day. And today I get to check in with the Director of Communications and Marketing for Saltzer Health, Amy Stahl.
Thank
Hi,
you,
Amy.
Paul. Hi.
Hey, how are you and how's your team doing?
We're doing really well, Paul. It's been a little rugged with COVID and the public response to that, and all of us staying safe. We're wearing masks, we're protecting ourselves and our patients, so we're doing great.
So I got to be a part of the first grand opening of the first groundbreaking of the brand new HQ of Saltzer on 10 Mile. And that was about 18 months ago, I think. Are we almost done with that building? Tell us a little bit about that.
That is the 10 Mile Medical Office Complex. It will be completed in late November, early December. And the building includes outpatient surgery center, doctor's offices, and most significantly, a 20 urgent care, the state's first urgent care, 24/7 urgent care with medical imaging. So we are excited about that. It will give patients an option for treatment, save the expense of an emergency room visit, and get the great quality of care that you expect from Saltzer Health.
That location is perfectly poised right in between Caldwell and Boise to reach all those homes in that area. But why don't you tell us, Amy, a little bit about the history of Saltzer Health?
I will. It's kind of a little known fact. I've lived here for 30 years and I wasn't very familiar with it until I joined the company. This medical group was founded in 1961 by Joseph Saltzer, but his journey to Idaho is pretty interesting. He did his internship in medicine in New York City. He was a pathologist, and as was common in the early days of the century, he became ill, and so he moved west for his health. And he ended up in Homedale, put up a shingle, developed a bit of a reputation when he helped a local rancher diagnose a bull and used some new medicine that was available at the time. That kind of his fame was spread here in Canyon County. I'm speaking to you from our current office in South Nampa. And so from there, he moved his practice to Nampa, joined Dr. Robert Hay and Dr. Harold Brown, who are very well-regarded local physicians, and founded a medical group. That group has been through a number of changes since 1961. Most recently in April of 2019, Tommy Alquist and Courtney Lydyard and Ball Ventures Alquist purchased the business and rebranded it Saltzer Health. So since then, we've been on a big growth mode, making a lot of really positive improvements, adding new providers, and just doing our best to help our patients.
Well, thanks for bringing the neighborhood clinics. How many do you guys have now so far, and what's on the horizon?
Well, we've had two urgent care clinics in Canyon County for a while, both in Nampa, North Nampa and South Nampa. About a month and a half ago, we opened a brand new one in Caldwell near the corner of 10th and Logan. It's beautiful. And then most recently, a brand new one in South Meridian, near the intersection of South Meridian and Victory. Beautiful new building, lots of light, a really kind of great patient flow where patients are greeted at the door. You don't stand behind a desk and wait to be helped. The greeter takes you right back to the patient exam rooms. You get immediate attention from the providers. And these new clinics will also have family medicine in them. So in this case, our South Meridian clinic will have Dr. Eric Richardson and a physician assistant named Kristen Lewis working collaboratively in partnership with the urgent care. So the urgent care hours are 8 to 8. every day of the week. The family medicine is more typical business hours, but that way they can collaborate with each other and patients can get the care when they need it close to home.
Sounds like a good crossover too for the clinicians.
We're certain that it is. We've been working on team-based care models, and the physicians love it. It gives them another resource. It allows patients to be seen more quickly, and it just allows a more kind of holistic experience for patients. So we're really optimistic about it, and having those new urgent cares and new locations right in neighborhoods where people can access them is just perfect.
Your customer service approach is good too. When you're greeted right at the front door, I love that.
Well, it's kind of part of the new way of having healthcare be more like other businesses where you expect that kind of hospitality, and not waiting for a long time in a waiting room. Instead, you're seen right away. So we're pretty optimistic that people will like that.
Well, now it's more important than ever to have that welcoming sense when you're walking in.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Hey, let me check on some of my notes here. Hey, do you have other new facilities planned?
We do. So, in addition to the clinic and the urgent care and family medicine clinics in Caldwell and South Meridian, and then 10 Mile under construction, we have two more planned. The next one, interestingly, will be in East Boise in the Harris Ranch area. Anybody who's driven down Park Center Boulevard will see construction there. That's a really new venue, a new part of the community for us to be in and establish relationships with patients there. Dr. Kirk Prudzinski is already ready to go there. He's a family medicine doctor and a whole crew of urgent care providers. So that's slated to open in January or February of next year. And then behind that, so in the spring of 2021, we'll open another urgent care clinic in North Meridian at Chinden and Fox Run.
Awesome. Well, that community is probably just really excited to have that so close to home in those neighborhoods. There's a large population of people there with that Columbia Village aspect and that Southeast Boise aspect. So that's great. That's great.
We're excited.
For people that aren't familiar with Saltzer Health, we've talked a little bit about the family practice and the urgent care facilities. Is there any other services that we're missing that you'd like to talk about?
Well, a lot of people know us for our primary care. So that would be your family medicine doctor, pediatricians, and internal medicine. So your first sort of line of defense in your healthcare, the relationship that you build from basically birth to end of life. They're the foundation of the healthcare organization, but we also have specialists, including OBGYNs, rheumatology. We have a brand new group of orthopedic surgeons, one of whom specializes in foot and ankle. The others do reconstructions, joint reconstructions, sports medicine, that type of thing. We have a new general surgeon who does an array of different surgical practices, a gastroenterologist. So we've got a number of specialists, and that is growing, which we think is a really good thing for our patients, where they can have that foundational relationship with primary care. And then if they need additional care, we can provide it to them. We work also quite closely with other healthcare organizations in the local hospitals. So very collaborative there.
Okay, great. That's good information. Also, you are involved in the chamber, and you guys, Saltzer's been a great member since the new purchase and in the past as well. Tell us how you're involved with the chamber.
Well, I'm very pleased to serve on the Healthcare Advisory Board. I think that's a really great feature for the chamber, to allow people in a particular industry to network, learn new things, benefit from sharing information. So that's wonderful. We have a meeting coming up next week. I've always loved the State of the City presentations, and so I'm looking forward to that coming up as well too.
Okay. So I'm going to put a little ticker here, but I want you to tell how people can connect with Saltzer. Is there like a general number, or tell us, our audience, a little bit about that?
There is. Our general number is 208-463-3000. We have an awesome team that will put you in touch with any of our providers, and you can find all the information you need on our website at Saltzer Health, as well as our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Amy, is there anything else about the facility? You mentioned the new one in East Boise and the South Meridian Clinic. And so what is that, a total of 6 so far?
Yes, and then the 24/7 urgent care. So one of the things that is surprising, that people don't realize the kinds of services that you can get at an urgent care. So it's things like flu, of course, flu shots, strep throat, broken bones, um, a number of other treatment for urinary tract infections. We also offer sports physicals. Right now, that's a really popular thing as schools are starting to open and sports. Our sports teams are starting to ramp up. Those are drop-in $45 visits. That's been very popular. We also offer drop-in COVID testing at the 4 urgent care locations. People find that very convenient. No appointment is required.
Okay. I also wanted to ask, with your new facilities being built, how are you attracting those new clinicians and front desk people and those customer service oriented folks that will be working with you?
Well, excellent question, because as we grow, we need to hire new people. The physicians, word is out. We're getting some great new providers joining us. We have a brand new obstetrician gynecologist who started this week at our clinic in North Napa, which is a space adjacent to the St. Luke's Napa Hospital. So our providers there can see their patients in clinic and then run down the hall and deliver babies or do surgery. So that's been extraordinary. And then we're advertising on our website. We have a careers page,
Okay.
and working hard through LinkedIn and other avenues, Glassdoor, et cetera, for our new positions. So per your point, a full suite of jobs are currently available.
Okay, great. So go to saltzerhealth.com for all the information you need about connecting with a clinic next to you in your neighborhood, looking for job opportunities with the new clinics. Um, Healthcare has been such a big topic lately. And we just did a panel discussion of healthcare and technology, and how technology has evolved into healthcare with telehealth. Do you
Mhm.
guys offer telehealth right now?
We do, and thank you for asking about that. Ironically, the coronavirus epidemic has created an incredible demand and opportunity to advance telehealth and move that more quickly through the regulatory system. I visited my own family medicine doctor via telehealth. It's been a very effective way for people to get in to see their physicians, and that's super important. As people are deferring their medical treatment, we're seeing some very significant risk associated with that. People with chronic conditions are delaying their doctor visits, which delays sometimes their medication delivery. It prevents them receiving the care they might need that will keep them healthier longer. And so telehealth is a really great option for you to touch base with your provider and get the treatment and the medication and the peace of mind that we all need right now.
Okay. Well, Amy, it was such a good opportunity to check in with you today. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for your membership and involvement with the chamber. Um, I look forward to our next conversation, Amy.
Thank you for inviting me, Paul. Really excited to be here.
Absolutely. And if anybody that's listening is looking for a great healthcare provider in the area, give Amy and the team at Saltzer Health a call. They'll treat you with that TLC.
Thanks, Paul.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Have a great weekend and happy Friday, Amy.
Yeah, same.
Bye bye.
Bye.